Ready?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about mental illness. Mental illness is a very serious topic. It's not something that you can just make up. Because my family, we have some of my family members have a history of mental illness. And today I want to discuss 3 different things. The first being what mental illness is, the second the statistics, and the third the resources. Mental illness, it's not something that's necessarily physical that you can actually see when you look at a person. You know, you can look around and you can see everybody, and everybody might just look normal. So for example, there's people that have OCD, you know, PTSD, they've got depression, different behavioral things. There's so many. There's such a list. And so for example, my brother, he has OCD. And he cannot control, you know, his social life, you know, with his schooling, with, you know, home too, and sleep. My cousin who has anxiety, and then I have, you know, another cousin that also has ADHD, and that's also paired with other things too. And so it can be very serious. Oh, it logged it. I think it's because Riley logged in. Okay, so 1 in 5 kids age 13 and up will have mental illnesses, 13 to 18, and this is what it can affect. Right here, you see the nation, there's a 49.5%, that's everybody in the US. I mean, that's almost 50% of people. And then it also says 8.3% of kids have anxiety. And there's also more percentage of people who have different mood disorders as well. And then there's 9.6% of people who have different behavioral problems. And so this is some of that. And so there's so many different resources everywhere. It really depends on the town. There's one that's called NAMI, that's a National Allegiance for Mental Illness. And they offer a lot of free education about it and different skills for practicing to train and to support with the family. And to really help everybody understand and just to support other things too. That way if people need help, you know, they can, you know, look online. They've got different hot links called OK to talk, and there's a lot of different things too. School also has different resources with kids. You know, they can go there and they can do some analyzing and diagnosing of mental illness, and they can put people together with their families so that way they can discuss it. And then there's also another group name. That one is called SAMHSA. And so that one's another group that also really helps people sit down and discuss, you know, kind of around a table, to really talk about anything, about their depression issues, suicidal thoughts, anything related to similar topics. It really helps people understand exactly how to express themselves, how to express their feelings, and to really show that. And there's also a lot of help, you know, just to talk about it and to show people that it's okay and not to bottle everything up. And so in conclusion, mental illness really is a serious issue. And it can impact people in their family, with their lives, their social lives, in society, and there's lots of different resources that are out there. And the statistics as well, you know, it shows that it's pretty much half the people. And mental illness, you know, it just is something really serious. So, thank you. Any questions?
So you're saying that 49.5% of the
population in the United States has a mental illness. Do you think that has anything to do with the fact that we're ranked, I think, 30th in education?
I think it does, because I think people, if we don't talk about it, then I think people aren't gonna let it out. So like if you think about like income levels too, if people don't have the income, you know, maybe they don't really know about it because they don't have the access to it too. Same with suicide, you know, and with mood disorders, behavioral disorders. And so it's all about that too. What was your question?
So what causes a mental illness? Is it hereditary or is it more caused by environmental factors?
It can really be anything, because it doesn't matter with ages. It can be any age at any time that you could get it. You don't really know what. And so there could be different things, like if there's a person, you know, who does something and then it brings up different thoughts. Or if you see on the internet, you know, Facebook, people, you see that a lot and they're comparing things and all of a sudden you've got these issues. You know, because it's all in your mind, it's how it connects. Any other questions? Because I didn't know if I saw somebody else's hand, I missed it, but.
Thank you, Shannon.